everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rabya and welcome to video number 26 for me. Today I'm going to be going over my recommendations and wish list for the upcoming Sephora sale. So the Sephora sale is, if you are unfamiliar, happens 2 times a year. They are kind of doing some sporadic sales now too, but typically they have 2 sales a year. And this sale actually starts on Friday, April 26th for VIB Rouge members, and you get 20% off your entire purchase. And then if you are a VIB, which is a second tier of sales, you get 15% off, and your sale starts on May 2nd and ends on May 6th as well. And then if you are an insider member, which if you sign up today to be a Sephora Rewards member, you will become an insider. It's 10% off, and it also starts on May 2nd and ends on May 6th. This is a great time to get your hands on some products that you've been wanting from Sephora, just because again they only do the sale a few times a year. And yeah, so today I'm just going to be doing a full face of makeup using my recommendations, just in case you are looking for a recommendation in a certain category. And then I will be going over hair care and skincare, and then I will wrap it up with my wish list for the sale. So please like the video if you do like this kind of content. It helps me know what kind of videos to create for you guys, and also consider subscribing to my channel if you have not done so already. And with that, let's just get into the video. Okay, so starting off with the face, I prime my skin, and for primer I have 2 primers I want to recommend. The first is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This is a great all-over primer. You spritz it onto your face and it creates a great barrier between your skin and the makeup. And I just find that this gives my skin a plumpness, like just a hydrated plumpness. And it just kind of, I don't want to say like smooths out pores, because I actually go in with a separate primer for that. But this just kind of gives my skin a really good texture for makeup to sit on top of. And like I was saying, I do have enlarged pores around my nose, and for that I like to go in with the First Lolly Skin Tune Blurry Elixir. This product is great because not only does it smell really good, it also does a great job of just filtering your pores to make them look smaller and almost invisible. And so I just like to use this in targeted areas. And then for brows, I cannot get enough of the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil in the shade 4.5 and the Benefit Give Me Brow in the shade 5. These products are just great to give you a very natural looking brow, just because the pencil is very thin, so it gives you really good hair-like strokes. So it gives you a really soft brow, and then the Give Me Brow just sets it all in place like hairspray. So I just love the look that these 2 products give my brows, and I reach for them over all of my other brow pencils and setters. So if you are looking for a new brow product, I would recommend giving these 2 a try. Moving on to foundation, I kind of went through my collection and went back and forth of which one from Sephora I would recommend, just because they have so many great foundations. And the one I always go back to is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the shade Syracuse. NARS just recently expanded their line, so you have a really good chance of finding something that matches you really well. I feel like NARS does a really good job with undertones as well as shades to make sure that a lot of their consumers find their needs, because for example me, I am a MAC NC42, but even that is really orange on me, and this just matches me so well. And then besides just the shade matching, the finish is beautiful, the blendability is beautiful, and I just find that even though I have oily skin, with this I understand the difference between a dewy foundation and a radiant foundation, because my skin just looks healthy, but it doesn't look like greasy or anything. So this is my #1 pick for a foundation if you're in the market. I've really gotten into cream contouring recently, and I have to say, like, the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour one in the shade Medium Dark has been a great way for me to introduce myself to cream contouring. It actually says on the packaging easy contour, and I honestly agree with that. It is so easy to apply, so easy to blend out. It is such a forgiving product, and honestly I think that this would, out of like maybe like my top 3 products I would recommend out of this whole video, just because it is so great at like adding color, and the shade of this is, it kind of mimics the way that your face would naturally deepen. And so I really like that, and it layers really well on top of my foundations. It's never given me any problems, and again, it blends out like a dream and just structures my face really nicely. So I really love this product. Moving on to concealers, I couldn't just pick one, so I actually picked two. The first one is the Fenty Beauty concealer in the shade 235. I love this concealer because it is pretty natural looking. It does provide a good amount of coverage. It's not like the fullest coverage out there, but it covers what you need it to cover, and it just leaves your skin looking like skin, which is what I like it for. And it's just easy to blend and apply to highlight the center of my face and underneath my eyes. And then if I'm trying to cover up like bad decisions, secrets, drama, anything, I always go in with the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer. This is full coverage. This is a little bit more expensive than the Fenty concealer, but you only need a little bit and it goes such a long way. Like you really need like the tiniest bit. I love this also because I use this in the shade Graham Cracker, so it has a little bit of that peachy undertone, so it helps even further cancel out any darkness underneath of my eyes. And so I like it just for like the really hollow sunken in parts of my under eyes, but even that little bit that I put right under there, I can cover my whole under eye with it. So I really enjoy this for a more full coverage, full glam look. I like to bake underneath of my eyes and around like some parts of my face. And for that, I've honestly been loving the Fenty powder in the shade Banana. This is a great powder because I've always had a hard time finding a banana powder that works on my skin tone. And this honestly does the job of brightening underneath of my eyes while also not accentuating the fine lines underneath there. So I'm always a little afraid to bake just because I have kind of wrinkly under eyes. And I feel like when I bake, it accentuates that. But because this powder is so like super fine, it doesn't settle into them and it kind of just blurs the wrinkles in my opinion. So when I want to bronze up my skin, whether I have a cream product down or not, one of my favorite powder bronzers to go into is this Sephora Micro Smooth Baked Face Compact in the shade Deep. This is actually a foundation powder, and it's just like a few shades deeper than my skin tone, and I just love the finish that this gives the skin. I've been getting more and more into actual bronzers that are marketed as bronzers, but before that, this was just a great way for me to define my face with a color that naturally like a skin tone naturally is. This is my number one all-time recommendation, and that is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This spray will literally melt down your powder, so it won't even look like you have powder on your face. It'll just look like part of your skin. As far as I'm concerned, it corrects some of my mistakes. So once this is misted onto my face and it dries up a little bit, I just go in with like a sponge, blend on top of it, and it just makes my makeup look super seamless. And because it's an all-nighter setting spray, it does make my makeup last longer than it would if I don't use it. I actually do notice a really big difference when I don't have this product, and that's why I have this bottle and 2 extra bottles as backup, because I just don't want to run out of this product. It's honestly one of like I feel like it's not really a secret because so many people love it, but this is like my makeup secret or tip for flawless application and a flawless makeup look. So this is like my number one recommendation. If you are looking to pick up something, I would highly suggest the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Next for highlighter, one of my favorite highlighters of all time is the Makeup Forever Profusion Light Highlighter, and this is in the shade 2. It's a beautiful gold highlighter. I've actually gone through I've used this a lot and it actually doesn't look like I've used much of it. But this is a great product. It gives your skin like this really like glistening effect, like almost just like wet. And that's the kind of highlighters I like. I don't like super shimmery, glittery highlights. I just want it to look like natural, glistening highlights. So this is the first highlight that I ever found that did that. After this, I found the Dose of Colors one. But this is like the OG like glistening highlight for me. And this shade of gold is just great. Again, on my skin tone, if you have a lighter skin tone, I know that they also have a more pearly pink one, that's number 1 Profusion one, that you might like. but this gold is just honestly like perfection for my skin tone. For eyeshadow, I honestly love Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes. The Soft Glam palette, if you're looking for a neutral palette, I just think the Soft Glam palette is what you need. This palette is beautiful to build up your crease for color. Like, I love blending colors into my crease to create that transition. Today I'm wearing burnt orange, and then underneath that I blended the shade Rustic, and then I kind of just on my outer corner put a little bit of noir on, and it's just beautiful the effect it gives. It's super blendable. Their eyeshadows, they are a little bit, there's a lot of kickback and powderiness that happens, but besides that, like, they're just beautiful to work with. I also do love the shimmers in here. Like, they're a beautiful, they give like a beautiful effect to the eye. They're super powdery, super buttery, and so they apply to the eyes really great. And I do recommend using your fingers when working with foiled eyeshadows. And so I just feel like you can never go wrong with an Anastasia palette. So whatever you want. So if you are looking, if you're in the market for a more neutral palette, I do suggest a Soft Glam palette. If you're looking for something more colorful, I think the new Riviera palette is great. And another brand that honestly is killing it with the eyeshadow game is Huda Beauty. This is her new nude palette, and this is just the most perfect, like, romantic pink palette I feel like I will ever have. The she always incorporates like different kinds of textures in her eyeshadow palette. So in here you have two glitters, and then all of these new like foiled like dual chrome looking shadows, and then you have a concealer, cream concealer in here. And I just honestly think that Huda Beauty palettes are really beautiful. She kind of makes them different, and so this was supposed to be her nude palette, and so obviously you can see it's like pink, so it's a new take on what nude can be. And then I have her Desert Dusk palette as well, and although there's like those purples and oranges in there, it's still a very wearable palette. So I just feel like her palettes are great for the everyday consumer. And again, her mattes are honestly the most beautiful mattes I have ever worked with. They blend super well into each other, on top of each other. So yeah, if you are, this one is more expensive than the Anastasia palette, but you do get a lot more shadows in here. And if you don't want to buy a big palette, you can actually, she sells $25 like little nine pan shadow palettes, so you can introduce yourself to the brand that way. But I do think Huda Beauty palettes are a really good buy as well. Another eye product that I honestly love and stand by is the Makeup Forever ink liner, and this is in the shade Onyx. This is a great liquid eyeliner. I feel like it's super easy to work with, super easy to create your wing with. And this is actually a product I'm going to be repurchasing, because mine, you'll see in the clip, it kind of is a little chunky, and it's because it is, I think, older. I've had this for about a year and a half. So again, this lasts also a really long time, but it just is super matte, super black, and really easy to apply. And this is like one of those eyeliners that I just keep going back to. I can't find another eyeliner that does what this eyeliner does for me. So I know that I just said that the shimmer shadows in the Anastasia palette are beautiful, which they are, but I do think it's great to have a neutral palette that you can create like multiple looks with, and then just have like a single shadow that is just like the standout star. So for me, I've really been loving the Stila Magnificent Metal Glitter and Glow Liquid eyeshadows, and I'm wearing the shade Kitten Karma on my eyes today. This is a great and super easy to apply glitter formula for makeup. It's super easy to put on. You kind of just like drag it along your eyes, so it's easy to create a cut crease with this and then pat it in, and you get a really beautiful like crushed, like, it honestly looks like crushed glass reflex. Like, it's such a beautiful formula, and they have so many different colors. I'm actually going to be purchasing the bronze color that they have in this collection, just because I love bronzy eyes, so I'm going to be purchasing that during the sale. And yeah, I just honestly have fallen in love with this formula, and it's great to create an impact. If you watched a few of my videos, I'm sure you know that I struggle with false lashes, and so I've always been on the hunt for like really good falsies, and so far I've loved Ardell and Velour lashes, and recently I've discovered Lily lashes, and this is such a great brand for someone who is a beginner to lashes. I mean, it's not on the most affordable side of the spectrum, but it's good because her band is really thin, but her lashes are super dramatic. So they make that impact, without that super thick band that might be hard to put on. So these lashes honestly have been the easiest so far for me, besides like super like Ardell Demi Wispies. But these like just I can pop them on, like literally I stick it into the middle, stick it onto both corners, and it stays. And I don't even feel them as much as other lashes. And so I've really been into Lily lashes, and again, like these lashes that I'm wearing right now are her most iconic selling pairs, and those, it's in the style Miami. Finally, for lips, I have my favorite kind of like pink combo that I have going on right now, and I like this ColourPop BFF2 lip liner. Again, you can get this during the 20% off sale at Sephora. This is actually a pretty reasonably priced brand, but you can also buy a lot of ColourPop stuff off of ColourPopCosmetics.com. They do usually have like a buy one get one free, or buy one get one 50% off. Like they have a lot of sales on their own, but ColourPop is sold at Sephora. And honestly, even though the price point is so low, they have really great, amazing products. And this BFF2 lip liner has just been one that I can wear with a lot of different lipsticks, just because it is such a neutral tone. So it kind of just helps me outline my lips, define my lips, and whatever I want to put on top just sits really well on top. So a new find that I've had that I just honestly love so much is the Huda Beauty matte lipsticks, and they come in this new packaging, and these are her bullet lipsticks, so not her liquid ones. And these are honestly just such comfortable matte lipsticks, and she just released like a whole bunch of like neutral lipsticks, so like in like pink plum ranges, and then also a little bit more on like the cinnamony colors wheel. And so I've only bought one. I'm actually gonna try and buy it like one or two more from the line. It's one of the most comfortable matte lipsticks I have ever worn. It honestly feels like chapstick on the lips, and that's a lot coming from me because I have like really dry, like ripped, like my lips literally rip up a little bit. And so the fact that this is like a matte lipstick, which is what I prefer, and also so comfortable to wear, is great. And so you might want to check these lipsticks out. Next, for skincare, the first thing I want to mention is the Ulla Henriksen Balancing Force Oil Control Toner. This is a great toner for you if you have oily skin, acne prone skin. It does a really good job of like balancing out your skin, as the title suggests, and it just kind of, it makes your skin just feel like re-leveled. And it honestly, I did notice a difference with my acne after using this product, and so I really recommend this. I'm actually probably gonna have to repurchase it because I'm like really low on it. And then I wanted to suggest, if you are looking for like resurfacing your skin, or just like making your skin like feel renewed, you might want to try the brand The Ordinary that is sold at Sephora. This is also a really affordable brand, and I've noticed such a big difference with my skin using these products. And so these are the three that I would suggest. The first is the Ordinary AHA 30% BHA 2% peeling solution. This is a red face mask, so you put a little bit onto your skin, wait about 5 minutes, wash it off. It does tingle and burn a little bit, and this just kind of clears that first layer of your skin off that you might have like dark spots on, acne marks on. And it is a really good product, and I noticed like luminosity and radiance in my skin after using it. The second product is the Ordinary Granactive Retinoid 2% in squalene solution. And this is a retinol, and retinol is known to help your skin improve like its turnover, collagen production. And so what it does is, again, it helps you fade dark spots and marks more rapidly than when you don't use it. And it's basically like a superfood for your skin, and I 100% have noticed a difference in my skin with this product in conjunction with that peel. And then finally, they have the 100% organic cold pressed rose hip seed oil. You will know that this is 100% oil because it has like a really strong smell, and it is also really greasy, so I like to just put this on at night on top of all of my skincare. And when I wake up in the morning, I feel super hydrated. And rose hip seed also has like natural properties that help brighten the skin. When I say brighten the skin, I don't mean lighten in any way, shape, or form. I really mean just brighten up like dark spots, like any discoloration you might have on your skin. It helps kind of just balance out your skin to just give you a more even skin tone. This is the IGK Thirsty Girl Coconut Milk Leave-In Conditioner. This is what I use once I'm done with the shower. I have really dry, brittle hair. I love to heat style my hair, so this kind of just helps me like maintain my hair and it doesn't get damaged as quickly. And also this is like a dry aerosol-y like leave-in conditioner, so it doesn't leave my hair feeling greasy, which I really appreciate, and it smells wonderful. And then again, on that note of dry frizzy hair, I love the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair like deep conditioning hair mask. This is Briogeo is a clean and vegan like hair company that is sold at Sephora, and this is the only leave-in mask that I 100% notice a difference in. You only want to use this like maybe once a week because it is heavy, so although it's really good for your hair, it will weigh your hair down. But when I do use it, my hair just feels super silky, super like I can run my fingers through it. There's not that much frizz in it, and it just leaves my hair feeling like super like good. And the final product I want to mention is the Way Texturizing Hairspray. This is a great holding hairspray that also adds a little bit of extra like pieceiness and texture to your hair when I do curls and I want like a more piecier vibe. This also kind of helps me scrunch up my hair to give it the illusion of having a lot more volume. And it just honestly is a really great product, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to try out a few more products from the Way during the sale. Okay, if you're still here, because this was a really long video, these are my this is my wish list for this sale. The first thing I'm really looking forward to buying and is 100% on the top of the list is the new Fenty bronzer. I love Fenty Beauty as a company. I feel like they are really inclusive and works for a lot of like different skin tones, so I'm really excited to try out the bronzer. I'm actually going to go into the store and check out what bronzer I think would match me the best. And then you know how I was just saying that I'm going to be purchasing like the Bronze Stila liquid shadow just for that same glittery effect. I also want to purchase the Marc Jacobs Sequin Eyes eyeshadow. They also have like a taupey color, and I've noticed that it just gives you that same beautiful like subtle blingy look to your eyes, so I really want to get that. Another product that I want to get is I'm going to be replenishing 100% the Ulla Henriksen Balancing Force Oil Toner, and I want to get the dark spot removing toner. I've heard from like Desi Perkins and Ready Set Glow that those are both like that. It's a really good toner for dark spot correction, so I want to give that one a try, as well as I want to get the vitamin, like the C Firma serum from Drunk Elephant. Again, it's like a day serum that you can wear if you suffer from dark spots, which I do have a lot of. So I want to give that a try and see how that works out for me. Coming back to makeup, I do want to try the Huda Beauty the Faux Filter Foundation. I've heard really great things about it in terms of it being like really full coverage and just like covering all of your problems. And it's either between that Huda Beauty one, and I also want to try like the Laura Mercier new glow foundation that she came out with. I've used her like Candle Glow foundation in the past in the shade Suntan, and it was a really great foundation for me, so I want to try this new more glowy healthy look. And yeah, I think for now that's all that is on my wish list. And then just stay tuned, like a few videos from now I will probably be doing a Sephora haul, and you'll see all the products that I purchased during the sale. And I'll try to buy products before the sale ends just so that you can kind of see what I ended up getting. And yeah, with that, that completes this super long video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it and found some recommendations helpful. If you are planning on buying something during the sale, please leave it down below. I would love to check out something that you think would be great to buy. And if you have any questions in regards to certain products that I may not have mentioned in the video, just let me know. I really do read the comments here and also on my Instagram to make sure that I answer all of your questions. And yeah, with that, thank you so much for watching today's video. I will see you guys in my next one. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. Bye.